Alright, this might look overly complicated. You still want to factor, and you're solving for, it's a quadratic equation. This is squared. So first take the time, work out the problem, try it on your own, and then, I'll take you step by step on what you have to do to solve this problem. So if you would, pause the video now. Alright, by this time you should have the problem worked out. And some of you, and I know this because I know students, some of you might be like, how do I factor this? I have a 36. Okay, so, I have 36, I have 36 right here. How do I factor that? Well, your first step in factoring is always what? You probably didn't say GCF, but it's GCF. That's your first step always when you're factoring. Now, it's going to do one or two things. It's going to take care of a variable, or it just might make the number smaller. And so to find the GCF, you see what they have in common, right? GCF is greatest common factor. You look at the 30x squared, and you look at the 36x squared, and you look at the 36x. You see what they have in common. And what number do they have in common? Yeah, it's obvious in this case, 36. And then what variable do they have in common? Yeah, two of them have two x's. That's the x squared. This has one x. So what they have in common is one x. So you take that x out along with the 36. So you have 36x that you're taking out. What is left? The opposite of distributing is GCF. When you distribute, you multiply. When you do the GCF, you're actually dividing. You're taking that out. So 36x times what will give you this x squared? Yeah, just x. All right, if I have 36x divided by 36x, that's going to give me what? You said 0, you're incorrect. If you said 1, you are correct, because it's like 6 over 6 or an x over x. So that would be a 1 equals 0. And again, you're applying the zero product principle. So with the zero product principle, you set each of those equal to 0. So you set this equal to 0 and this equal to 0. Some students forget that, and they just set this equal to 0. Okay, so my answer is only -1. That would be incorrect. You need to say both 0 and -1. So you set each of these equal to 0. You get 36x equals 0. And you have x plus 1 equals 0. Solve for x in each. You divide this by 36, both sides. Remember, what you do one side, you do the other side. So x equals 0. And here, you subtract 1 from both sides. This cancels, so you're left with x equals -1. Right? It's really straightforward. And then your solutions would be -1 and 0. And you just put that in the set. And that's it. That's all you have to do.